Miss Franco is the person that I networked with. You know, for the most part, there's pieces that you have to produce verification to make sure that, you know, everything is done the right way and that you do certainly and legally qualify. But here I go getting emotional, but for the most part, how I summarize my perception of NOAA is just a very generous entity with people who work there that are just so human-like. Like, Miss Franco just, she could sense that I was grateful. She knows that every time I speak with her to try to express gratitude or anything to do about, little does NOAA know, like just how often I think about what I have and what I was given and how grateful I am for it. Like, I would have never expected, I didn't even know what the neighborhood of affordable housing was. I had never even heard of them. I'm just grateful. And to answer your question more clearly, trying to minus the emotion of what I know of them, is that it's a really great support to people, for me, a great support for me. Often I really think about, you know, again, how this whole thing became full circle for me, you know, being in a homeless shelter, you know, 16 years ago, and my first placement, my first place ever after being in a shelter was, you know, Beech Street Projects, and, you know, just taking steps in my life to make better for myself and get from, and, you know, and move on from there, but for it to, like, come full circle. Like, that was my first, that place was the first place I ever lived with my daughter ever after being homeless. And then, ironically, that's what it is, ironically, this project to come about for that same place and for me to benefit from it, it was just like, everything was meant to be. For me, this personal experience has come full circle. You know, that was my first place ever, and that was the same place that helped me benefit from, you know, down payment assistance. You know, if that makes any sense. That Beech Street was my first home and my first place ever on my own after being homeless, and this is my first home ever. That was possible because I had such a great $20,000 down payment assistance to make my monthly mortgage payments reasonable. Without that, I don't know if I could have. And I wish that there was, again, reiterating a way that I could show NOAA just how often they're thought of and how grateful I am for it. And if there was an action or something that I could do to show them, you know, just how grateful I am, I would do it. I would do it.